What is going on, guys? Good morning. Welcome back to your Lake Fork Guide, to a very dark and early episode of your Lake Fork Guide. Today we're going to an unknown lake to try and figure them out. Kind of. The deal is we're going to have extreme winds today. Like, Lake Fork is going to be pretty much unnavigable. So we're going to head to another small lake out here in East Texas. It's a lake that I have fished in the past, but I've only fished it once, maybe twice in the last year. Haven't been in a very long time. Really have no clue what's going on out there. So we're going to kind of swing from the hip. I know this lake has a lot of really big bass in it. I shouldn't say a lot. This lake has really big bass in it, but sometimes the bass in this lake can be very difficult to catch. So there is a strong chance that we may totally fail in today's video. There's also a strong chance that you might get to see a giant bass. Me and my best fishing buddy, Skeeter Bug. You ready to go fishing? She stays ready to go fishing, folks. We're gonna go get after them. Y'all come along. Let's see how it goes down. Oh yeah. All right, we've made it to our destination, folks, and as you can see behind me, we've got a nice little shady bank with some flooded cover in the water, a little bit of trees flowing in the water, just a main lake bank out here, nothing special. Man, like I said, I really don't know what's going on, so I'm kind of having to start from scratch. Try to get here as early as possible. I'm about 10 or 15 minutes later than I really wanted to be, but I'm just going to start going down this bank right here, fishing topwaters this morning. Hey, anytime you're here in the summertime in Texas, it's a great idea. If you're here early in the morning, go ahead and throw you some topwaters, topwater poppers, walking baits, any of that type of stuff, whopper ploppers, buzz baits. All that stuff can be good. If we come across some vegetation, I'm gonna pick up that new 6-inch frog, see if I can't get them to bite that. But right now, this looks good for some old treble hooked topwater baits. So we're gonna start off with that, see if we can get some bites going down this bank. We'll tell you how we adjust as we go along today. Alrighty guys, a couple little tips as we get started here. First thing is, I've got all my electronics off. We're gonna start real shallow this morning. Don't know exactly how shallow this water is gonna be as I go down this main lake bank here, but we're gonna start shallow. So I got my electronics off. I wanna make as little noise as possible. Gonna turn my trolling motor way down to like 3 or even 2 sometimes. With this Lowrance, it's got so much power I can go down to 2 on that Lowrance Ghost trolling motor. Also, I'm gonna get up tight to the bank. I don't have customers today, so I'm gonna get up tight to the bank where I can kind of parallel this bank and keep my bait in a strikeable position for longer periods of time, allowing me to kind of move down this bank at a little faster pace versus basically I'm covering more of the strikeable water in one cast, and I can skip that when I start my next cast, versus if I was throwing this way, I don't want to be covering little sections at a time. So anytime you get a chance to parallel your bait in the strike zone, that's what you want to do. Well, sure, it would be nice, you know, anytime you're starting these trips off, it sure would be, it's always a good thing if you can get a bite to kind of just get your confidence going, you know. Be nice to get something right off the bat. It doesn't always, in fact, it doesn't often work out that way where you, first technique you pick up, you get a bite, but it sure would be nice. We've got some great memories on this lake, I know that. I've had some really good days out here over the year. Like I told you guys, there's some really big fish in this lake. But they're not always, similar to the Fork, they're not always the easiest to catch. I think it's kind of been my analysis that over the years, anytime you have like, I mean, all these East Texas lakes got big fish, but anytime you have like an extreme case of the big fish factor where, you know, a lake that can kick out a 40-pound bag in a local tournament or something like that, which this lake can and has done, it just seems like those fish can be harder to catch when they decide not to bite. Hey, what are you doing? You licking my windshield? Yo, window licking dog. Stop that, you goober. Hey, I know you ain't chewing on my rods. Well, what? Did you just turn spot lock on, Skeeter? You can get back here on your side. Dang, goofy dog. Skeeter's ready to go. She's ready for me to catch one this morning. She wants to lick a fish, I think. There we go. That was a good blow up on that old popper right there. My goodness. Not just a giant fish. He ran out at the boat though. He's hot. That was an awesome blow up, man. Oh, it's a good one. It's not a big one, but it's, by golly, it'll get the stink off my fingers. Come on up here, little fella. Oh, he just choked it. Look at that fat tub. Skeeter coming in hot. No, you got too many hooks in your mouth to be doing all that now. Look at how, oh God, stop it, fish. Look at how this fish is eating that popper. My goodness. Nice little starter fish right there. Skeeter, get you a lick. We'll let her go. Look, Skeeter, here it is. There you go. Good girl. All right. Well, man, we had to cover a bunch of bank. It took us a long time to get a bite, but that was a great bite. Skeeter, back up. Good grief. I think Skeeter's trying to steal the show like she normally does. Anyway, that was just, I mean, an awesome explosion. Hopefully that showed up good on the chest camera for you guys. I never know till I look at it after I'm done, but that was an awesome explosion. That fish smashed that little popping bait. What on earth? Is that a brim? What do we got here? A little spawning bluegill. Right there, folks at home. Look, see, I know you can see it better on this one. There's some, I've noticed what looks to be some little brim beds, and these suckers up there spawning. He came up there and bit that little popper. I'm actually gonna just power pull down because now I know I've got a brim bed out in front of me at a good distance, and I'm gonna fish around the edges of this brim bed. I'm probably gonna throw a little weightless clout bait out there, and I'm gonna throw that little popping bait around some too. But I'm gonna really kind of take my time and see if I can pick off a big bass around this brim bed, because sometimes you can. There's old brim eater. Sucker caught me off guard almost as soon as I threw it in the water. Seemed like a decent fish. Fighting like a good one. Oh yeah. What about that bug? What about that bug? There's you a nice one. Skeeter. Skeeter. Man, these fish have got an attitude in here today, boys and girls. Bug, how about it? Skeeter bug. Well, she just said, look at that tail. She likes them fish. That's a nice one right there, folks at home. Look at there. That's a nice chunk. That's definitely fish that's over there picking off them little brim like we just showed you that we actually caught on the popper. So that was my first cast with chatterbait over there. I'm hoping maybe I can pick off one or two more good ones around this brim bed on the old Be Hot Delight colored chatterbait. What about it, Skeeter? Oh golly, almost got away. Give him one more sugar. Let's let him go. All right, guys, I think time has come for us to abandon the shallow deal. I was really hoping that bluegill bed would pattern into something pretty good. It really didn't. You know, I caught that one on that popper, which was cool, and then caught that good one right behind it. So we're gonna bail on shallow. Been out here for a couple hours. Only had the 2 bites. 2 pretty good quality bites so far, but I don't get discouraged by low numbers on this lake. When I get out here, I've had a lot of low number days out here that turned out to be phenomenal days, so it doesn't bother me that we're not catching a lot of fish. Hope kind of springs eternal when you get on these big fish ponds that have these giants in it. So we're going to transition now, get out on the offshore structure. This lake's got a lot of that I've had good success on in the past. I really enjoy fishing offshore here on this lake. So we're going to go graph around a little bit. I won't be able to show you much while we're graphing because we're probably going to be taking some splashes over the bow and over the gunnel as hard as it's blowing today. But I'll try my best to explain it to you as we go. We're going to see if we can't go find one of them big bass on a big structure. So I found what looks to be a pretty good group of fish in here. Now, unfortunately, they're a little bit scattered out. Some of them are suspended. They're really kind of spread out. So don't know how good they're going to bite or even if they will bite. Normally, when we're looking for these schools of fish, especially this time of year, you're looking for aggressive hunting packs of fish. And you want those fish pretty tight together and pretty close to the bottom. This by no means is that. But there is quite a few fish scattered out here. It's a long main lake point's what I'm fishing. Hopefully we can get some of them to bite, man. If we can get that school to fire up, get them to kind of pack back up together and start hunting, man, we might be able to do something here. So we'll see. There he is. Got one on the crankbait. All right. Come on, baby. Stay down now. Decent fish. Oh, he come off. God dog it. I wasn't paying attention. That was my fault. I was trying to get in position on the boat and watch him. Worried about where my dog was, and I lost him. That was a decent fish. Hopefully y'all got to look at it. Sorry, there's no fish here, Skeeter. Let's get back over and get another one, though. There we go. Baby. There we go. Ah, got me with the hook. Little suckers right here. Got some fight in them today, boys. Another nice little chunk, nothing special, just a good solid fish. A good solid keeper bass for Skeeter Bug. Out here fighting the wind, man, it's real hard to feel anything. Had that crankbait down there, could feel it deflecting off some stuff. Hooked that one fish, then had another one hit it real hard after deflecting off it, and then couldn't get another bite on crankbait. I made several casts with that crankbait, and then I picked this up, and this was either my first or second cast with the swing head, the old biffle head swing head. This is the 6-inch Devon swing head, and the stroker crawl, which one of the claws is missing off of, so we're going to replace that. Skeeter likes to play with these. Skeeter, you want this? Skeeter, you want this? Get it, girl. Good girl. Goofy dog. Stay down, baby. Go back up, Buck. Nice. A little better fish. There we go. What do you say? What's that? What you got there? There you go. Not a bad one, folks at home. That's a nice little chunk. Still haven't found the real big one that we're looking for, but we ain't caught no babies either. You know, that's another. Holy cow, wind. The wind is blowing crazy if you can't tell. Another nice fish. Skeeter likes it. She approves. Hey, it's 6 cents tested and Skeeter approved. Know what I'm saying? Good girls. All right, we gotta let him go. Got that one on the same deal, man. So I actually had a couple more bites that were just like they bit it, but they didn't hold it on the stroker crawl on the swing head. And then I switched up and I threw a couple other things, threw a couple different size shaky heads, threw a big perm out there, threw a smaller shaky head out there, really couldn't feel that at all. Went back to the stroker crawl and lo and behold caught another one. So that stroker crawl from 6 cents on the 6-inch Devon swing head seems to be the deal they want to bite the best offshore out here today. So we're gonna keep dragging it, see what we can round up, man. You know, we've been here a pretty good while on this spot. We've only caught the 2. We jumped off the other one, but 3 bites on one spot's pretty good, and it seems to be this school spread out enough that I have confidence that they're going to kind of regenerate and spread out and regenerate and spread out. So we might be able to stay here and milk out a few more bites. We'll see. There we go. Another one. Next cast. Be a better fish. No, about the same. Decent fish. There you go, jump again. Yeah. He's a jumper. Skater, we got another one, girl. Here, stay back. Here we go. Here he comes. Watch out, Bug. Man, that might be a little bit better. A little fatter anyway. Yeah. About the same. Actually, I think he's right out the same because he's a little bit shorter, but he's a little bit fatter. There you go, folks. Nice one. Oh, Skeeter's anxious. Give him sugar, Skeeter. There you go, girl. Yum, 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 yum. Hey, don't eat him now. There you go, folks at home. We'll give this one an ear scratch. He'll come back and see us when he gets a little bigger. Between Skeeter tickling the tails and me scratching their ears, these fish are going to love the old goat boat. Y'all know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, bud? Yes. Yes. Wait a minute. Hold on. I got to get up and let this fish go, homie. Hold on. Silly goose. Man, how much of a difference has Spot Lock made in our lives? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no way I could sit here in this wind, even though this is a small lake and there's no big waves. Like, there's no way that I could just stay on this spot and fish this spot this accurate and this efficiently before Spot Lock, man. It wouldn't be possible. There we go. Another one. Get away from the motor. Which way you want to go, little dude? Come on up here. Get a hold of him. Get out in front of the boat, my man. Holy cow, he choked it. Golly, he ate it. My man right there was not monkeying around with it, boys. All right, that one had a little deep, had to do a little surgery to get it out. Another nice chunk, dude, another solid fish. Like, again, none of them are small. Ain't no like big fish, but these are all really nice, solid fish. Skeeter, what do you think? Me and old Skeeter Bug, we out here having some fun today, folks. If y'all can't tell, you did good. You good fishing, buddy. That's right. Hey guys, I want to interrupt for just 1 second to tell you guys about an event we got coming up that I'm super excited about. We're going to have a Your Lake Fork Guide subscriber tournament / open tournament to anybody who wants to come. But the big deal that's got me so excited about this, I would be excited enough just to have a tournament with you guys and be able to hang out with y'all for a weekend. What's really got me excited about this is all the proceeds generated through this tournament are going to get donated to an organization called 22 Kill, an outstanding military nonprofit. It goes towards preventing veteran suicide in more ways than I can count. They are a great organization. They do things the right way. They keep their overhead low, make sure the bulk of their money goes back to the cause. And so we're very, very proud to have permission to work with them. Very, very proud to be associated with them in this tournament, and super honored to be able to hopefully generate a pretty good chunk of change for them. So what we're going to do, July 4th and 5th, it's actually going to be 2 tournaments in one. The first day, Saturday, July 4th, it's going to be an open 2-man team tournament. It's going to be a $100 entry, 70% payback to the field, so you'll have a chance to win some money. 30% payback is going to go to 22 Kill. We're also going to have an auction at the weigh-in where you guys will have the opportunity to buy some really cool items. Whiskey Myers donates some stuff. We got some tackle companies donate some stuff. Man, by the time the tournament gets here, there's no telling what all we'll have for that auction. Sunday is going to be a guides tournament. You guys are going to be able to pick which guide you want as a tournament partner for Sunday and bid on that guide in a silent auction format at the weigh-in Saturday afternoon. So you'll bid on your guide. If you get one of your guides, if you end up getting the winning bid, you'll fish with that guide on Sunday in an MLF every fish over 2 pounds counts style format. It's going to be a ton of fun. We're going to have live updates throughout the day, so you're going to know where you stand, who's catching them, who's not catching them. It's going to be an absolute blast. That deal is really going to be more about raising some money for the cause. All the money raised in that deal is all going to 22 Kill. We really appreciate the guides that are donating their time to help us out with that, and we really appreciate you guys, because without you guys, none of this would be possible. Literally, my daily life that I live, my dream life that I live every day wouldn't be possible, and I certainly wouldn't be able to put on an event and generate some revenue for an awesome cause like 22 Kill if it wasn't for y'all. So before y'all even, for those of y'all that come and those of y'all that don't, man, thank each and every one of you so much from the very bottom of my heart. And man, I hope to see you guys out there July 4th and 5th. Come on out. We're going to have a great time. And we're going to remember those that have maintained our freedom on the day that we're celebrating our independence, July 4th and 5th. We'll see you guys out there. Got us another one. That one was weird, man. He bit it and like ran at me. I never could catch back up to my bait, so I just got as close as I could and swung, and luckily he had it good enough. I hooked him. Another, man, it's like the school's like all the same size fish pretty much. They're good ones. I mean, they're good ones. Sorry about that little fish. Little ear scratch. Bug. What do you think? Come on. Crash, what do you think? There's your friend. You got a friend? Good girl. Alright, let's let him go. She got the old routine down now. As soon as I set the hook, she comes up here and gets all happy. Want to see what's going on. As soon as I let the fish go, gets her little pet, goes right back down there. Look at her, hiding under the console, just sleeping. She got it down, boy. Golly, this wind makes it tough to know what's happening. Here we go. Nope. I think one bit it and swam at me again, then maybe he dropped it. But golly, I don't know. This wind is putting so much slack in my line, so much bow in my line. It's hard for me to know what's happening. I'll tell you what, if I could land every one of them that I was getting the bite, we'd be out here kind of whacking on them, man. Golly, look how he ate that flutter spoon. Holy cow, I don't know that I've ever seen that before. Look at that. For how small that fish is. Look at how he ate that spoon. It's in there backwards. It's wedged in his mouth backwards. That's insane. Man, that was such a cool catch. This fish came up chasing some shad, okay? Well, I don't know if it was this fish. No, stop it now. A fish came up chasing some shad, and I seen like some gizzard shad, some bigger shad, running along the surface. And so I picked up the best gizzard shad imitator there is, the old flutter spoon, threw it out there and got to swimming it and letting it fall, and he hit it as it was falling on slack. I mean, he hit it so hard. Obviously, eating it the way he did, hit it real hard, and I mean, it made my whole line jump, and I just reeled into him, and there he was. That's the best one of the day, man. That's a really nice one. That's not a giant by any means, but we're moving up, as they say, folks. I mean, we're having a good day. I was really worried we weren't going to catch much with the wind situation, but we're kind of catching them. Bug, what about it? That's a nice one, ain't it? Oh, yeah, that's a nice and pretty one. Good job, Bug. There we go. Bring it in for another one here. What we got this time? Oh, it's a nice one. Another nice one. This spot just keeps on reloading. Come on now. Well, that's how you want. That's how you want to stick them right there, right in the top of the old dome. Skitterbug, look here. Got you another one. We got you another one. There you go. There you go, lazy bum. All right. Another nice little chunk, folks at home. little ear scratch, make her come back and see us when she gets bigger. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'll tell you another thing that's really, really great about this dang stroker crawl on this swing head is, man, I don't know how many in a row that is that I've caught on this one bait. And one thing that's really key is it's symmetrical on both sides. Now, I had one earlier that only caught one fish on, but the pinchers got ripped off when I was fighting the fish, when the fish bit at some or another. But this side over here is what I've caught all my fish on except that last one. And this side won't hardly, it's all, the plastic's all torn up. The hook won't hold in it anymore. But it's symmetrical bait, so I just flipped it over. And literally with this 6-cent screw lock that has a screw lock on it, with this 6-cent swing head that has a screw lock on it, it was sitting like this. I just turned it one more half turn, okay? And now, we got a brand new bait. I mean, this bait has caught so many fish, and it's been torn to heck and back. And now that side is torn a little bit. We can bunch it over and get another little groove. I mean, I've got, I don't know how many fish off that bait, and it's just as good as it was when I first pulled it out of the package. So, great design on that stroker crawl. Obviously, it has great action. Those little legs kick just the right way to get good fish to bite them. I mean, you guys have seen the evidence of that today. But also, built with the fisherman in mind, man, the durability factor. You can flip that thing around, still skin hook it in there the way you want to, and I love that stroker crawl. I've caught so many fish from bed fishing to just shallow flipping to Carolina rigs and on this swing head, man. It works on every application I can think to put a creature bait on. That stroker crawl gets bit really, really, really well. Well, guys, me and old Skeeterberg are gonna go ahead and wrap it up for the day, man. We had a great morning, you know. It's not even quite lunchtime yet. And to be honest with you, I was a little concerned with the conditions we were presented with all the wind that we weren't gonna get a very good video for you guys this week. You know, I only get one chance a week to film these videos on the water. If you only do it one day a week, I've got a guide business to run and everything, got an app business to run, all that stuff. So just get the one shot a week to come out and put some fish on film for you guys from week to week. And when you draw a day that has the extreme amount of wind that we had today, that's always going to be a bit of a concern. I was concerned with what it would do to the fish positioning. I was concerned with what it would do with our ability to actually get out there and fish for the fish offshore. That's why I made a decision to come to Smaller Lake. I'm really glad we did because we had a great morning. As you guys saw, we caught plenty of fish, caught some good quality fish. We didn't get that giant bite that we really came to this lake to get. That's what we came here for. Oh, Skeeter's tired. We never did get that giant bite that we came to this lake. That was the reason we came here. We wanted to try and catch a giant, plus because of the wind. But you know, that's the way it goes. You don't always get those big giant bites every day. Even the best in the world don't always get those big giant bites every day. And any day you can sit on one spot and catch as many fish as we did. Any day you can get as many bites, as many quality bites as we did in a half day. Man, you'll never hear me complain about it. I had a great time catching them with my best fishing buddy. She looked like she's about worn out, ready to go to the house. Old girl's tired. Hey, you guys go over and check out 6centsfishing.com. Get you some stroker crawls and some of those Divine swing heads with that screw lock on there and that big hook they got. It's as good of a swing head as you'll find on the market today. That stroker crawl will catch them up. When you do, be sure you punch in that code, Your Lake Fork Guide. You get a 10% discount on anything you order over at 6centsfishing.com. Other than that, man, we sure do appreciate you guys watching. Hope you enjoyed it somewhat as much as we enjoyed making it. Me and old Skeeterbug, we're gonna go get us a Whataburger and some french fries and go on to that ball there. How about y'all? Tell them bye, Skeeter. Say we'll see you next time on Your Lake Fork Guide. See you guys.